Master. A guru said to his disciple, "The world is illusory. Come away with me." "But, revered sir," said the disciple, "my people at home, my father, my mother, my wife, love me so much. How can I give them up?" The Guru said, "No doubt you now have this feeling of I and mine, and say that they love you. But this is all an illusion of your mind. I shall teach you a trick, and you will know whether they love you truly or not." Saying this, the teacher gave the disciple a pill and said to him, "Swallow this at home. You will appear to be a corpse, but you will not lose consciousness. You will see everything and hear everything. Then I shall come to your house, and gradually you will regain your normal state." The disciple followed the teacher's instructions and lay on his bed like a dead person. The house was filled with loud wailing. His mother, his wife, and the others lay on the ground weeping bitterly. Just then, a Brahmin entered the house and said to them, "What is the matter with you?" "This boy is dead," they replied. The Brahmin felt his pulse and said, "How is that? No, he is not dead. I have a medicine for him that will cure him completely." The joy of the relatives was unbounded. It seemed to them that heaven itself had come down into their house. "But," said the Brahmin, "I must tell you something else. Another person must take some of this medicine first, and then the boy must swallow the rest. But the other person will die. I see he has so many dear relatives here. One of them will certainly agree to take the medicine. I see his wife and mother crying bitterly. Surely they will not hesitate to take it." At once, the weeping stopped and all sat quiet. The mother said, "Well, this is a big family. Suppose I die, then who will look after the family?" She fell into a reflective mood. The wife, who had been crying a minute before and bemoaning her ill luck, said, "Well, he has gone the way of mortals. I have these 2 or 3 young children. Who will look after them if I die?" The disciple saw everything and heard everything. He stood up at once and said to the teacher, "Let us go, revered sir. I will follow you." All laugh. Another disciple said to his teacher, "Revered sir, my wife takes great care of me. It is for her sake that I cannot give up the world." The disciple practiced Hatha Yoga. The teacher taught him too a trick to test his wife's love. One day there was a great wailing in his house. The neighbors came running and saw the Hatha Yogi seated in a posture, his limbs paralyzed and distorted. They thought he was dead. His wife fell on the ground, weeping piteously. "Oh, what has befallen me? How have you provided for our future? Oh, friends, I never dreamt I should meet such a fate." In the meantime, the relatives and friends had brought a cot to take the corpse out. But suddenly a difficulty arose as they started to move it. Since the body was twisted and stiff, it could not be taken out through the door. A neighbor quickly brought an axe and began to chop away the door frame. The wife was crying bitterly. When she heard the sound of the axe, she ran to the door. "What are you doing, friends?" she asked, still weeping. The neighbor said, "We can't take the body out, so we are chopping away the door frame." "Please," said the wife, "don't do any such thing. I am a widow now. I have no one to look after me. I have to bring up these young children. If you destroy this door, I shall not be able to replace it." Friends, death is inevitable for all, and my husband cannot be called back to life. You had better cut his limbs. The Hatha Yogi at once stood up. The effect of the medicine had worn off. He said to his wife, "You evil one, you want to cut off my hands and feet, do you?" So saying, he renounced home and followed his teacher. All laugh.